Hello and welcome back to Sprite Plays Starseed Pilgrim. I've gone ahead and farmed up some seeds for us, and so we are ready to head back into Hopeless I Ignored It to see if we can have maybe a little bit more success than we had last time. We actually got pretty far, but we were pretty short on seeds, which is why I went on the farming expedition, and it looks like we are having things line up just about perfectly for us right here. And we're going to be able to fill all of that in with the tan blocks. And I did make one little mistake here. I didn't really leave myself a good place to plant this orange one, but we can just do that. And that will be fine. So we're not going to worry too much about economy. We're going to focus mainly on just survival and keeping things moving. Because we have this great big stockpile, we don't have to worry about whether or not we're going to be able to get through the later portion of the game. And so we can just focus on getting to the keys and getting through the doors that we need to get through. And we can start a purple one growing over there. And we'll just follow this one up until we're ready to harvest it, which is going to be pretty soon now. And I just want to make sure that we will be able to get back up onto this purple one once we are done with that. Let's see, I think the place to plant that is there. And then we can put that there to kind of fill some stuff in. We still have this bit of gray air over here that is a little worrying, but not too bad. And things are not quite working out in exactly the order that I want them to, but that will let us create a little bit of a seed ladder. And then we can even pour this over to fill in the last of that gray air. And right away we are getting right up to some of these great big voids, and we have a red one, but we're not quite ready for it. Hopefully we have another one coming once we've hooked up here, because we need to connect up and then plant a red one and get caught in the explosion. That is my plan. And these are getting to a point where I am just thinking that I want to harvest them. They don't corrupt all that much slower than the gray air, and so I'm not really concerned about leaving that empty space there. Let's see, I don't want that to connect up. Looks like we're going to have another red one, and then this is not the sequence that I really want. This is actually going to create some problems. But that's connected up. And we should be able to make our way along here, hopefully connect up with a couple more of these. Do want to leave myself a path back here, and we'll just head that along there, and then we have some more purple to start our new base of operations, put some ice there. Ice is very important on this level because it does not corrupt, and so it will be something that we can plant in even if things go horribly wrong. And I'm looking, okay, what do we have, what do we need? Still not seeing a door. I think we got one key, but we're still kind of, we're looking for a door, and we're also looking for easy ways to connect up with the remaining keys. And I think one easy way to do that is like that, and that will connect up with one of them. And just now I realized that I don't really, well, I can plant it there, that might go up. Didn't go up very usefully, didn't connect up with anything. But we're getting to these great big voids. And I'm hoping that one of these really big ones we can just connect up with, and it will have everything that we need. And there, actually, this one appears to be exactly that. And so I'm going to head back over this way, and we do need to plant the red one. So that was a mistake. Maybe a very costly mistake. Let's see. Just going to plant this and then immediately get rid of it before it corrupts. Oh no. Okay. So now we are in a really bad situation. We have no ground that we can get to. Let's see. Maybe if we... Okay. So there's some ground there, and we made it. So we really need this to fill in, and then set it off, and there we're inside. Great. So that almost went quite badly, but we managed to do it. So there's 2 keys over this way. Going to leave myself quite a few backtracking hearts, because that was something we had a problem with last time. So we can grab this key here, and I believe there were some hearts over this way, back toward the starting area. So we don't have a ton of stuff, and this is the real reason why I wanted to do some farming beforehand, is because we just don't get that much out of this level. We just don't have very many resources in the second phase. And that was a mistake. Managed to recover. Let's see if we can get in there. So, what are going to be the easiest to grab keys? I think this one for sure. And then I think we want to grab this one as quickly as possible. And then bubble up here. And that's going to be challenging. We're really running out of time, but I think we've made it. There we go. Okay, so we have explodey ones, we have metal ones, and we have these very, very narrow channels. And I am not sure how to even begin to approach this. Everything's going to corrupt behind us, and so we need to kind of find our way through this maze. So I think the thing to do is we're going to set this off, and then we're going to try and plant in it as quickly as possible to really push ourselves up. And that's all going to corrupt behind us, but we should be able to get to one of these other blocks. So please go up. There we go. That goes up. And that has pushed us actually very close to the target. And so my hope is that we can find our way to that target. We just need a little bit more of a springboard. But it looks like what we might end up having to do, let's see. This will cause corruption if we plant it. But it will not ever completely corrupt. And so we may want to think really hard about where we're going to place this. And I'm wondering if this void... Oh dear! Okay, well that has put us in a pretty bad situation. So let's see. Now our only real option here is to set this off and start planting here. And then we really, really want to get this jump pad, but it's not going to grow into corrupted air, I think. So I think this might be the end of the line. Unless we can set that off, and then, no, we can't get out of here, so nothing will grow in there. So I think we've actually kind of ended up not being able to do it. So this is a level where the third phase is going to be a big problem. Probably the biggest problem that we've seen in a phase 3. And so we may have to come back and revisit this. I think that the thing to do now is to head back to the overworld and pick a different level, because this is actually one of the last levels. I was starting to notice that, you know, we're wrapping around to the beginning here. This one says, hopeless, I ignored it. And then this one, mired low in silence slowing, shut my eyes to darkness growing. And then we wrap around to the beginning. And it's much easier to travel up and to the right than it is to travel down. So I think that we may want to head back to something easier for us to deal with. And so I'm going to do some farming off camera once again, and then we're going to head out to the right this way and see if we can find our way to someplace else. Find our way to a level that we have not played in a long time. See if we can figure it out. So until then, thank you very much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.